Walgreens has 12 ways to lower your bill every single month if you're past 55. I started using these ways as well, and it's roughly saving me hundreds of dollars a month. Let's start. Here's the one almost everyone's heard of, but almost nobody uses right. Walgreens calls it Seniors Day. First Tuesday of the month. Not every Tuesday, just one. 20% off regular priced merchandise. No minimum spend required. But there's a catch most cashiers never walk you through. You need a free My Walgreens account before you reach the register. No account, no discount. Doesn't matter if you're 90 years old. Signing up takes about 2 minutes, either in the app or right at the counter. You'll need to be 55 or older, but bring an ID anyway. Some stores ask for proof of age. Now here's where people lose money without realizing it. They assume Seniors Day stacks on top of sale prices. It doesn't. The discount only applies to regular priced merchandise. Mark something down once, and the senior discount won't touch it again. But on everything else, the full price stuff, 20% off, every single month, adds up to real money before you've even opened a coupon. Some stores even build a small display for the day, stocking blood pressure monitors, heating pads, and nutrition shakes right up front. Worth walking past it before you head to your usual aisle. The second discount looks almost identical to the first, but it works completely differently. Seniors Day in the store only happens once a month, but online, Walgreens stretches it into a full week. The discount runs from the Sunday before the first Tuesday through the Saturday after. 7 days instead of 1. Use the code SENIOR20 at checkout. Same 20% off, same age requirement, same My Walgreens account. Most people don't realize the window exists. They show up on the wrong Tuesday, find the sign gone, and give up. But if you miss the in-store day, you've still got most of a week left to shop from home. Some months Walgreens has also run a separate code, Senior10, for an extra 10% on top during select weeks. Those bonus weeks don't happen every month, so it's worth checking before you check out. Mark the first week of every month on your calendar. That's 6 extra days of savings most shoppers throw away without knowing it. Here's where it gets interesting, because something changed in 2023 that a lot of people still don't know about. AARP members used to get their own separate cashback rewards at Walgreens. 10% back on Walgreens brand health items, 7% on beauty, 3% on everything else. But Walgreens quietly discontinued that program. So if you're holding on to an AARP membership expecting those old rewards, they're gone. That's the myth that needs correcting first. But then here's the workaround almost nobody talks about. Link your AARP membership number to your My Walgreens account, and you can use the Senior20 code even if you're not 55 yet. AARP membership starts as young as 50, so a 52-year-old with an AARP card can shop Seniors Day pricing the same as someone 3 years older. AARP members can also use a separate prescription discount card at the pharmacy counter on top of whatever else you're doing in the front of the store. And if you're approaching Medicare age, Walgreens pharmacists are trained to help walk you through plan options for free, which is worth asking about even outside open enrollment. The original AARP perk disappeared, but a new one slipped in to replace it. Now let's talk about getting paid just to walk in the door. Joining My Walgreens costs nothing, but people treat it like an afterthought instead of the foundation it actually is. Sign up and you'll get a $5 reward emailed to you within about a week. After that, every purchase earns 1% back in Walgreens cash. Buy something Walgreens branded, nice, or otherwise, and that jumps to 5%. That cash back applies even on pharmacy purchases, not just front-of-store items. The cash expires after 12 months, so use it, don't hoard it. But here's the part that matters most. This isn't a separate discount you choose between. It stacks on top of nearly everything else on this list. Seniors Day savings, then cash back on the same purchase. Skip the account, and you're leaving money sitting on the counter every single visit. Now we move from the front of the store to the pharmacy counter, where the real savings hide. Most people assume their insurance copay is automatically their best price. It isn't always. Walgreens runs a free tool called RX Savings Finder, built with a company called RX Sense. Search your medication, and it pulls discount card pricing that sometimes beats both the cash price and your copay. No membership, no fee, no catch. Text it, email it, or print it, then hand it to your pharmacist. But there's a rule worth knowing before you get to the register. You can't combine this discount card with insurance or a manufacturer copay card on the same transaction. It's one or the other, whichever is cheaper. Not every drug qualifies, and the savings vary by which discount card the tool surfaces that day. So check both before you pay, every single refill, because the cheaper option can change from month to month. That free tool isn't the only prescription option, and the next one works completely differently. Walgreens also runs something called the Prescription Savings Club. Unlike the free finder, this one costs money up front. $20 a year for an individual, $35 for a family of up to 5, pets included. But then the medications themselves get dramatically cheaper. Generics get split into 3 tiers, with 30-day supplies running somewhere around $7.50 to $15, depending on the tier. 90-day supplies roughly double that. Common blood pressure and diabetes generics tend to land in that cheapest tier. Here's the part most people never hear about. If your savings over the year don't add up to more than the membership fee, Walgreens refunds you the difference. That's a guarantee most subscriptions never offer. But remember, it can't be combined with insurance, so this only makes sense if you're paying cash for your prescriptions anyway. Let's talk about price matching, because the rumor around this one is almost completely wrong. A lot of shoppers walk in assuming Walgreens will match a lower price from CVS or Target. It won't. Walgreens only matches its own website, walgreens.com, against the regular price, not a sale price. Find an item cheaper online than it is on the shelf. Show it to an employee and they'll adjust it at checkout. But only one match per day, and pharmacy, photo, and contact lenses don't qualify. No printouts allowed either. The employee has to verify it themselves on the spot. So it's not a competitor price match like some stores offer. It's a narrower tool, but it's real, and most shoppers never even ask for it. Now here's the chapter that saves you the most embarrassment at the register. Seniors Day sounds like it covers everything regular priced in the store. It doesn't. Pharmacy items, prescriptions, and photo orders are excluded completely. So are gift cards, alcohol, tobacco, dairy, stamps, and a handful of specific brands like certain weight loss aids, infant formula, and electronics. You also can't combine the discount with buy one, get one deals of any kind. Most people find this out the hard way, mid-checkout, with a line behind them. But knowing the exclusions ahead of time means you walk in with a plan instead of a surprise. Build your basket around regular priced household and wellness items, skip anything already on sale, and the 20% comes off clean every time. Here's a trick that has nothing to do with Seniors Day at all, and it might be worth more. Walgreens allows one manufacturer coupon and one store coupon on the same item, used together. Then My Walgreens cashback stacks on top of whatever you paid after both coupons. 3 savings layers on a single product. But this only works outside of Seniors Day, since that discount can't combine with coupons. So you're choosing your strategy per shopping trip. On Seniors Day, lean on the 20%. On other days, lean on stacking coupons plus cash back. Either path saves money, but trying to combine them in one transaction won't work. And knowing that ahead of time saves you an argument at the register. This next one isn't about age at all, and a lot of senior veterans miss it because of that. Walgreens runs a military and veteran discount 3 times a year, around Memorial Day, the 4th of July, and Veterans Day. 20% off regular priced items, 30% on Walgreens brand products, in-store only. Active duty, veterans, and their families all qualify with proof of service. But it doesn't run year-round, and it can't be combined with BOGO deals either. The exact days shift slightly year to year, usually landing on the long weekend itself. A lot of senior veterans assume the 55 and up discount is their only option and never ask about this one. But if you served, or your spouse did, mark those 3 windows on the same calendar as Seniors Day, because the savings stack the same way. Now to one of the biggest expenses Walgreens quietly made cheaper, and almost nobody's connected the dots on stacking it. Since the FDA's 2022 ruling, Walgreens sells over-the-counter hearing aids without a prescription. The Lexi Lumen runs $799 outright, or $39 a month for 24 months, plus a $50 startup fee. Audion brands are also stocked in many locations at a noticeably lower price point. But here's what most buyers never think to do. These purchases are FSA and HSA eligible, so pre-tax dollars can cover part of the cost. But then add Seniors Day 20% off, plus My Walgreens cashback on top of that, and the final price drops well below sticker. Untreated hearing loss has also been linked to a higher risk of social isolation as people age, which is part of why catching it early matters beyond the dollars. One honest note before you buy anything. If your hearing loss feels sudden or severe, See a doctor first, since these devices are built for mild to moderate loss, not every situation.
Last one, and it's the one most people genuinely confuse with each other. There are two completely different cards floating around Walgreens, and mixing them up costs people money. The My Walgreens credit card earns 5% cash back with no annual fee, on top of regular My Walgreens rewards. The OTC Benefits card is something else entirely, issued by your Medicare Advantage plan, loaded with an allowance for approved health items. That allowance amount varies plan to plan, so it's worth checking your specific balance before you shop. But here's the trick. That OTC card works on Seniors Day too, getting you an extra 20% off eligible wellness products using money your plan already gave you. 2 cards, 2 different sources of money, 1 shopping trip. Know which one does what, and you stop leaving either one unused in your wallet. 12 discounts, but the real trick is stacking them, not picking one. Seniors Day for the big 20%. My Walgreens for the cash back underneath it. The right card for the right purchase, and the right prescription program for how you pay. $350 a month is realistic if you're combining several of these regularly, not a guarantee from one trip. Tell me in the comments which one you didn't know existed.